Guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Nadesh Mvulu, a content creator based in Yaoundé, Cameroon. If it's your first time to come across this, please consider subscribing, and if you're a new subscriber, thank you so much. For my returnees, thank you for patience, thank you for everything. Okay, in today's video I want to talk about the title, where have I been, marriage not working, health, the rest, health, having a special baby, on all the lights. I want to talk about it. That's what kept me out of this space. Yeah, it's been over 3 months I haven't uploaded, and I recently gained back my mind, and I was like, I need to come back on this street of YouTube. And I was like, what best way could I come here? First, if I value people, I consider people, I have to explain why I haven't been online for this long. So I will get to explain what I have been going through. I watched a lot of video of where have I been. Seriously, I usually laugh. I'm like, where have you been? How? Where have I been? How? You'll be where you're supposed to be. But this video is important. So important to me. So without wasting much of your time, let's get into the video. Okay, back into the video. As you guys have seen from the title, where have I been? Marriage haven't been working. Having a special needs baby, health-wise, mentally, postpartum. Okay, let's get right there. The first thing is, after having a baby, I was still consistent on YouTube, I believe, and I was posting back to back. The first 3 months I was so consistent. I didn't know it was taking a lot of me. I just wanted to be consistent. I just wanted to post each step of my baby, like tell you guys what I'm going through, like if you guys can relate. So I kept on posting, but it was a lot because I was dealing with a lot. Postpartum was, my emotions were all over the place, and this really affected me as a person, as a wife, as a mom, as a friend. Like, it took a lot. I want to say, when I say my marriage, it wasn't working. Like, it wasn't working. I was at a point where I wanted to talk about everything. Nothing was left. Sorry, mama. I was at the point where I wanted to talk about everything. Nothing was left uncovered, because I was like, communication is the key. I have to talk about it. Whatever you do, I'm not happy, I have to talk about it. And I was talking too much, yeah, and I was saying things. I was not talking alone. We were talking too much, because each time I give him something hard to swallow, he gives me mine back to back. Like, he didn't spare me. So it was a lot on me. It was, I don't even know where to start. It was so much. Instead of spicing things up, I was like, I need to get things out of my chest. Each time I have something, I'm like, this is it. And I feel like I didn't do it the best way, because I didn't take time to think about how to present things. I was like, come rain, come sun, if I have something to tell you, I tell you. Get it out of my chest. And that was not the right way. I think I had to do it differently. So it was like, I need to put a nit on the bird. Anytime that I had something I wanted to talk about, I wanted to stop it now. Like, I was like, so it will not get worse. Like, we had a point of communication, misunderstanding. Like, everything I said was offensive to him, and everything he said to me was offensive. So everything, we had a point of misunderstanding, like not valuing ourselves again. Like, it was a lot. It was at that point where each of us wanted to part our ways. Like, that was the only solution for me. I was like, I can't take it again. I want to leave, because it was too much misunderstanding. And we came to a point where we said we needed a third party in this, and I was ready for it. And we both wanted somebody that doesn't know us, somebody who has nothing to do in our life, like a stranger. But beyond a stranger, like, wanted someone we knew about God. I don't know if you get. So I was like, if I get to someone, the person practically surely knows me. If you get someone, the person knows you. And we wanted somebody neutral, like, wanted to express ourselves, because whatever he did, I was like, this is not the right way. You're wrong. You're so offensive. Like, whatever I did nerve him, whatever he did. So we're like, we need somebody to really, like, express ourselves, what we feel, and the person will tell us his own opinion, what the word of God says about it. So it was a lot. I will not lie to you, it was a lot for me. Like, I cried. It was a lot for me. So at the end of the day, the best for both was to contact someone. So he contacted someone who got us someone. But the first thing we agree is that the person will not know where we stay. We'll meet the person. It was supposed to be a neutral person. It got worse. One day he just called somebody and said, I needed somebody urgently because things were getting out of hand. Like marriage. Jesus. I was not ready for this. Seriously, I knew it was hard, but what I went through was not what I thought. I knew I had different things to face with marriage, but what I went through was hard. So that morning, I don't know, he called someone that got some, and the person came in the house. 6 o'clock, the person was there. I was a man of God. He told us he's the counselor. Well, when the man came, we spoke. I expressed myself, like so much anger. He expressed himself. The man was like, you two need to calm down. He spoke his own parts and he left. But this didn't solve what we had. And for me, the best solution was like, let's part our ways. This is so difficult. But I believe my husband was mature, like a step ahead of me, because at the end of the day, he used to tell me that if we don't decide we want things to work, it will never work, whosoever we call. I was like, in my mind, seriously, I didn't want to make things work again. I was tired. I was not in the space. Like, what was in my mind was, this was not for me. This is not the right thing. This is not the space I need to be right now. So I was not thinking about any solution, but let's break. So when the man came, spoke, the first day was good. The second day when he came, maybe it was me and I was like, he's not neutral. He's taking sides. He's taking your side, and I just had to, let's close it. At the end of the day, I was like, this is a bad take. I was I cringed so much to what he said, and I was not okay with it. There's one thing, I don't really know how to control my emotions. Like, I don't know how to fake it, to just stay calm. I just go over it. I just want to speak. Sometimes not good, but that's just me. I've tried. So I made clear that I wasn't okay with what he was saying, and voila, we stopped everything. So that evening when my husband came, he spoke to me like, if you want things to work, if you want to separate, let's just separate. But if you want it to work, we have to, like, it's about you and I, no one else, because nobody will come and fix what we have except if we want to fix it. So at that point I was like, okay, whatever happens, let's just be. So I was just there and ready for anything, and things started coming together. Each time you say something that was in my favor, I felt like he buttered me up. So I didn't really believe anything coming from my partner. Each time he said something that was positive, I felt like you're trying to butter me up. Like, I didn't believe anything could come positive, because it was a lot. We said so many things that I saw myself, the things he said about me, I was taking it so serious. So it was a lot. I had to take time and say, this is the tips of an iceberg. I need to come back to myself. I need to gain back myself. We sat together, we said, okay, let's make things work. So from that time, things started working. We started communicating. We started being less aggressive. Like, we stopped being aggressive to each other. We started saying nice things to each other. We started encouraging, like, being intentional about spending time together, doing activities we both enjoy. I'm sorry. Each time someone did something, we appreciated each other and we said, okay, this is a nice thing. You did something nice, and it helped a lot. Please take whatever I said about marriage, like how we solve our own problem, with a pinch of salt. I am not a marriage counselor. The thing hurts me. I learn as I go. Like, as I'm going, I am learning progressively. It is not easy. I'm an expert. I am just saying my point of view, what I went through and how I resolved things. Please, I am not a marriage counselor. It is easier said than done. Okay, whatever will come and say, yeah, how I did you think it's easy. So that was it. You watch after my video. Don't know if the second, I took back my daughter to the hospital. That was because she had some little ill health, which I didn't take very serious. With time I discovered that her ill health is not as perfect as maybe King. Yeah, let me take the example of my son. Mama, stay there. Stay there. I'll beat you. Okay. By the time I went, he did everything, researched, when exam, I discovered like it was a hard pill to swallow that I had a special need baby. What's the meaning of special need baby? I'm not ready to disclose everything, but it's just a baby that needs more attention. Her health is not the top. A lot was happening. Mama. But I had to accept, take charge. We had to be there for each other, to talk to each other, to boast ourselves, to say we are ready, to say like, to accept the situation and move towards the solution. Because the first thing is to accept. Most of the times, like, I didn't show. Anytime I spend in the hospital, I have never shown in there. I spent days in the hospital, weeks in the hospital with her. It was difficult. Mama was back to back hospital visits, always in the hospital. Like, it was difficult, but God be the glory. We are working towards it. Working, like, I'm helping her to help me, because that she's abnormal. But a child that needs more care and attention, you know how difficult it is, because we are always used to have healthy baby. And one thing during this process I discover is that most of the time when we are pregnant, we pray for gender. I want a boy, I want a girl. We don't pray for healthy babies. We take it for granted. One thing, again, please always pray for healthy baby before even thinking about I want the gender of the baby. So it taught me a lot. We went through it. I think it wasn't bad, but we went through it. So this is what I've been going through. I was not easy to come online and talk. Why you have a baby that need more of your attention, and coupled with the fact that at this point Marinette that was taking care of her has gone to school, so I'm always with her at home 24/7. I'm even happy. Like, at first it was difficult, but with time I'm like, whoa, I'm enjoying my daughter. I'm enjoying her growth. Her little steps are wonderful to me. I don't know, she'll be one very soon in October, and since the one I gave birth to her, I just knew I didn't want a big birthday on her first birthday, because I believe first birthday is always like we celebrate ourselves, the parents, like, it's been 12 months that you came into our life, like, you're happy, you're celebrating yourself. Because actually the baby, if you want to celebrate the baby, just line, there's nothing you do to that baby to make that baby happy at that moment, except when you're happy. If you're happy, then the baby is happy. Whatever gift you give, they don't even remember. So I just think it's the souvenir, the memories we want to make. So for her first birthday, I decided I'll make memories for myself. I'll have her a cake, maybe snap, I'll photo shoot, of course, buy her things, and I know she'll be happy. The next thing was my health wasn't the best also, but that was not a difficult thing. What was also hard, like what I also went through, was my face, guys. My face went from this to this to this and to this. Like, it was bad. It was getting worse. Like, it was bad. It was bad. I was ashamed. Like, hyperpigmentation. I used something that took me, like, from my normal color to white. Savon, just a bathing soap. God, I used that for 1 week. It was imitated, it was fake, but that was not something I have ever used. I just saw people using it. I'm like, let me try it, and it wasn't easy. My face was bad, like bad. So that was one reason I could not also come online. And having this face now, like, it's not at the best stage. Don't listen. It's not where I want it to, but it's not bad. I'll tell you guys what I used to come back to my normal shades. That was it. That's what has been happening. It has been difficult. It hasn't been easy, and I thought to share it with you guys, because I'm like, this channel, before I created it, it was also for me to make memories, to keep memories. If I always come here and share the good side of what is happening in my life without sharing the other parts, I think I'm deceiving myself, and I am not. People cannot easily relate to my content, because it's always happy moment, and in a real life it will not always be happy. You have things that you go through in your life. Some you cannot share, but what of those you can share? Actually, some those who are not a secret, they are private, yes, but they are, it's not a secret. Why don't you share it? So that's why I came here, and I decided to share with you guys. So God be the glory. I am in a good state now, and oof, yeah. So that's where we are right now. Clap for mama, clap for mama, clap for clap mama, clap for Lydia, clap for Lydia. Malidi, my mother. See my mother-in-law. See cute mother-in-law. Can your mother-in-law be this fine? See my Lydia. Nila, my perfect gift. My perfect child, my blessed child. Whoa, I love you guys. Get back to a smiling face, as you guys are used to see, and mama. Okay guys, thank you so much for watching, and please like, share, see you guys in my next next video. Bye.